We have new information on how small cars hold up in crashes. This morning, the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety released its first ever findings from what it calls a small overlap front test. 12 cars were evaluated. Only half earned a safety rating of good or acceptable. John Giamalvo is a senior analyst with Edmunds.com. John, good morning.
Good morning.
First of all, what were we seeing in those crash tests? What is that simulating?
It's specifically simulating a 40-mile-an-hour collision with a 5-foot tall barrier, and specifically at the driver's side corner of the vehicle where that impact does not come into place with the main frame rails of the car.
This tested small cars for the first time. What did we find out?
It's half the cars, as Anthony said, did not pass.
Wow.
Had a marginal or poor rating.
Should we be alarmed by that, John?
Not at all. Overall, the cars are safe and structurally safe. This is more the IIHS trying to come up and be proactive, where they've seen 25% of serious injuries now coming from these kind of impacts, so they want to start testing cars a little more rigorously.
Why was this just the first time that they've done this?
Again, they saw a spike in automotive fatalities in 2012, which they've attributed to distracted driving.
First spike we've seen in a while, right?
We've never seen one before. It's actually 2011 was the lowest automotive fatality rate in history.
I think that's fascinating that you say they think it's because distracted driving, texting and talking on your phone.
Oh, that certainly is what they're attributing the spike in automotive fatalities. And I think when you consider that this kind of test is one that might be associated with that kind of driving behavior, meandering and hitting a tree or a pole.
So given that half of them got either poor or moderate ratings, do you think the car companies are going to make any design changes?
Absolutely. The automotive makers, they're really good at getting ahead of this, and they'll look at structural changes to absorb the impacts in those areas of the car, and certainly safety features to protect the occupants.
If your car has not done well in this test, should you be concerned?
I wouldn't be concerned at all. And it would take.
Why not?
Because the car is essentially safe, and they're just looking at trying to make it that much safer when they see a specific area that is now getting more impacts than it might have normally gotten.
Right. And I have to say, too, I mean, a lot of people like smaller cars because they're more fuel efficient. So they're going to be less heavy and less resistant to crashes, right?
Absolutely, and that's the balance I think that the IIHS looks at.
Right. Do we need to be concerned here that this trend, that we've got the beginning of a trend here in terms of fatalities, you think?
I think it all comes down to driving behavior. I think we all have to understand if we're behind the wheel of a car, eyes on the road, not on your cell phone.
John Giamalvo, good to see you. Thanks so much.
Thank you.